Hi everybody. Here we are being asked to expand and evaluate this sum written in sigma notation. So expanding means to write it out like this plus this without the sigma notation. And we have our inside function. We have our index of summation k, which starts at 1 and ends at 3. And then each term in our function will depend on k, so each of these will change with respect to k as k is incremented by 1 after we write out each term. So we're going to start by expanding, and then once we expand our three terms, we have 1 plus 2 plus 3 terms. These aren't zeros, but they're just whatever. We're going to write those out and then add them together. Hopefully it doesn't take that long. So what we're going to do, so we have, for our first term, we have k equals 1. So we're going to evaluate this as k equals 1. So our first term will be, so negative 1 to the power of k times 2 sine pi by 1. Alright, so I'm just going to do these all at once and simplify it later. So our second term, we're going to add our second term. We're going to box every term. Let's see if that works. So k is 1 in our first term, obviously, and then our second term k will be 2, so negative 1 to the power of 2 times 2 sine of pi over k. K is 2, which is our second term. Running out of room, I'm going to move that back over. Don't know why the palm cancellation on this isn't really working that well. So we're going to add our third term. We will have negative 1 raised to the power of k. K is 3 in our third and final term. So we're going to put 3 here. We're going to multiply it by 2 sine of pi by 3. Okay, so now we can evaluate these. So we can have, we're going to keep every term in our hard brackets. So we might see some double signs, but it might be whatever. So here I have negative 1 raised to an odd exponent, which will keep a negative sign. We have negative 2 sine pi in this one. So sine of pi is going to be 0, as we have 0, pi, and 2 pi, and at x equals pi, we have a 0. So this entire term will vanish and go to 0. So our first term in our sum will be a 0. So the second one, we're going to have negative 1 raised to an even exponent, which will give us a positive value there. And then we have 2 times the sine of pi by 2. The sine of pi by 2, we have sine of pi here, so halfway there, sine of pi by 2, which is 1. So we will have, a value of 1 here. So then our second term will be 2. And then in our third one, we have negative 1 raised to an odd exponent, which will give us negative 2 sine of pi by 3. Sine of pi by 3, we have our pi by 3. We have the opposite. Over the hypotenuse. We will get root 3 over 2, and we'll notice that 2's cancel, which will leave us with a third term of negative root 3. So when we evaluate this, this will be 0 plus 2 minus root 3, so we'll have 2 minus root 3 as our exact value for our sum. So I hope this helps. All right, have a great day.